What would you do if you had a loved one or a child that started to choke on something or drown in the pool or just went flat out unconscious? You would probably want to perform CPR on them. My name is Kyla. I was a lifeguard for 3 summers at the Wave Water Park here in Vista, California, and I also took the EMT course at Palomar College. So I would consider myself an expert in this topic, but I'll show you when it comes to the skill. So the first thing that you want to do with CPR is assume that you have someone laying on the ground. Unfortunately, I don't have an unconscious person, so I'm going to use a pillow for demonstration purposes. This will be our setup for the day. I also have another thing that is not completely necessary, but since I have it, I'm going to use it. This is called a pocket mask, and if I can get the case open in a timely fashion, which would be great, I'll show it to you. It's basically just this little mask, and you can put the valve on top of it, and this is what you would put on somebody's mouth. So you just kind of gotta pop it out. Pocket masks are sold on Amazon, I believe. I got this one in my EMT class, but the other alternative is to do straight up mouth to mouth. Okay, I finally have it popped out. So now the only other thing you're gonna do is go ahead and put this little valve on the top. This is gonna allow you to breathe into it. And obviously this could be hooked up to an oxygen mask as well. This is your unconscious person. Let's make some nipples on this pillow. So there are our nipples. When you do CPR, you always want to go in between the nipple line. Okay, so if this is the chest, striation in the chest, you're going to put your palm right there. We're going to practice on an adult. This is different than child CPR. Keep that in mind, and infant CPR. So you always want to have your knees touching the patient. You never want to be that far back, leaning forward. That's not proper CPR form. So you're going to put your knees right up to their body, okay? And then you're going to lock your elbows as tight as possible, like this. You want to be able to fall and not have any, pushback on your arms. Then you're going to take one hand in front of the other. I like to put my left hand on the bottom, and you're going to place it in between the patient's nipple line. You're going to slightly lift up on your knees. You don't want to be sitting back like this. You want to be up. Let me scoot back so you can see everything going on. Put your hands on top of each other in between the nipple line, and then you're going to give your compressions. The ratio for an adult is every 30 compressions, you're going to give 2 breaths. I'm going to be demonstrating with the pocket mask. So 30 compressions and 2 breaths. Get that in your head, okay? So we're going to go like this, in between the chest, move my bracelet out the way, and we're going to give a compression. So obviously you're not going to sit down on their chest cavity like this. They're going to be quick, like this. And the Staying Alive song does work. So, staying alive, staying alive. It does work. So if you need help with the rhythm, you're going to sing that to yourself, okay? But the most important thing is that the chest cavity is hard. You have to not be afraid to press hard to combat the hardness of the chest, okay? So palms over the nipple line. You're going to get up like this, and you're just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. You're going to remove your hands. Imagine their faces here. You would go to the head and you would give them 2 breaths. Obviously, I can't show you all of the jaw thrust maneuvers that you need to do because I don't have a real unconscious person here or a mannequin, but the main purpose was to teach you about the compressions, okay? So when you're going down, you want to make sure you feel that chest cavity go down, and then you want to let it come all the way back up, because if you're going too fast, the chest does not have enough time to actually rise back up, therefore making your compressions ineffective. Same thing if you were to go too slow. They're not receiving enough oxygen to their brain and their heart isn't pumping fast enough, they're still going to die. So you have to get that rhythm down, and you're literally just going to perform CPR. So that was my quick CPR tutorial. Obviously, in the event of a real disaster, that might not be the most helpful thing. However, this is supposed to be a quick video, so I hope you learned something about a breath. You will get out of breath. That's why it's important to have 2 people, but that's a story for another time. I hope you enjoyed my CPR tutorial.